This is the Hello World podcast, where we talk about habits of success, habits of excellence, entrepreneurship, leadership, learning and development, and outlook that will help us succeed through life. This is Louis Banta, CEO and Chief Trainer of Learning Just Made Better, or LJMB. The steps that people need to take if they want to be senior management and then eventually CEO one day starts at the first step of their leadership. Management first, focusing on results, and then focusing on people, caring, empathy, which will be their asset to sustaining the results.
Then there's another one. There's a third one.
Go ahead.
A third one, which to me, many people overlook. You can be great at both, but if you don't have presentation skills, you're gone. That's the last ingredient for me. I've met many people I've worked with who worked with me, and sometimes when we have one-on-one performance meetings, they get gulat instead of, sometimes I don't go through anymore, you've accomplished this, etc. Alam ko na yun eh. Then they're going to ask me, Sir, boss, ano pang kailangan, ano ba yung development plans? You should have only one answer, your presentation skills. Kasi no matter how good you are, if you cannot communicate, you're dead. Because as you go higher, your presentation skills matter more.
Okay.
Because you're talking to audiences already.
Okay.
So when you are at a middle management or at a supervisory level, most of your dealings are one-on-one.
Okay.
And a few ones that you talk to one or couple of managers. But as you go up the ladder, especially if you're CEO, kausap mo na yung buong kampanya. I've seen many CEOs, very bright, understand what they want, etc. And I'm sure you've seen your share of that. Pag tayo dun sa harapan, wala na. Hindi nila ma-articulate yung gusto nila na mangyari. The worst thing a CEO will do is read his slides. And many CEOs do that. Magaling. Magaling yung nakasulat doon. But they cannot say it and communicate it in their own words passionately to their people. Kaya walang connect.
Yes.
Walang buy-in. So that is the other thing that many CEOs don't think they need to have. Pero ako, kasama yun eh. And I'm just fortunate that my career started in training. Actually, many people think that trainers do not become CEOs. Well, when you look at it from a statistical point of view, there are very few.
Yes.
But I'd like to believe that I'm one of those few that's been able to do that simply because, to me, the presentation skills, which is the hardest thing to learn, I had it already earlier.
As a basic skill, no?
So hindi ko na kailangan masyadong i-develop yun. So, miski na hindi ko masyadong alam, basta nasasabi ko ng okay, then I get away with it. People like my presentation. Right? Kasi remember, you have to communicate not only downwards, you have to communicate upwards. So, if you're able to do that, they can sometimes ignore some of your weaknesses. Kasi you're able to communicate very well. And many people don't understand that's a prerequisite for going up. Not even as a CEO, I think as you go up the corporate ladder, all the more you need to be better and better and better and better.
You're just really selling different things. in different levels. No? Maybe when you're a supervisor, you're selling your performance of the performance of your team. When you're a senior management or CEO, you're selling the company to the board and
Yes.
perhaps the future proposals or projects or initiatives.
Yes, correct. So it's an essential skill for me. So aside from leadership and management, then the third one to me that's important is presentation skills.
And if you're going to give 2 tips to someone who is a CEO material but lacks presentation skills, what are the 2 things that they need to do when they're presenting to the board or ExCom to be a better CEO presenter?
Stick to very simple slides.
Okay.
If you can present everything in one slide, better.
Okay.
Don't. Kasi what I've learned also from the board members, they do not like long presentations either. Gusto nila yung mabilis kasi they know already. So you don't need to school them anymore in all the data. Kala mo, crisp. So the shorter your presentation is and straight to the point, the better it is. So, and many people make that mistake with thinking that they use it as a crutch, right? Na pag mahaba ka, alam mo maraming content. Actually sa akin, the shorter it is, that means you have more content because you're able to compress. That means you have better understanding of what you want to say because you're able to compress it. I remember presenting a 5-year strategic plan in one slide.
Okay. It's all there.
It's all there. So what we did was because the vision was to be number 1. So we had a nice drawing. The slide was we made a big number 1. Makulay yun. Bawa red or yellow. Then we divide that into 5.
Okay.
5 years. So first year, the bottom until number 1, 5th. Then we just wrote in brief the 3 to 5 things that we need to do for that year that brings us a step closer. Yun lang ang presentation.
They're very consistent. Earlier, you said that even before you said presentation skills, what are the 3 to 5 things that we need to do? And now you're blending it with, you need to be able to present those 3 to 5 things.
Yes.
Okay.
And then you can do it with one slide. So it sounds really like you. I mean, the effect of it when I hear it is it's very convincing because people madaling tandaan. The problem with many strat plans is after the board presentation or even the presentation to employees, hindi na naiintindihan yun.
Correct.
So you don't want that because you want that buy-in either from the board if you're a CEO and to your employees, right? So if you have to have an image that will remember. That's why we use number 1 at the time because that was the long-term objective. So walang kawala yun. 1 is the vision. And then year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5. Every year we just evaluate. Nagawa ba natin? Bakit?
Yes.
O hindi? O anong nangyari? Yun lang yun. Do we need to make any changes, etc.? Mas madali. Because you're going back on those 3. Do you need to add something? Do you need to delete something? Ganun lang yun. It's easier for everybody, even for my senior management team at the time. And take note, there were most of the time, most of my management teams were millennials. They like that. Alam mo mga millennials are faster thinkers. They like something that is crispier.
With short attention spans as well.
Kaya pagka you're managing millennials, you have to have presentations like that. Pag medyo like me, with a lot of white hair, we can be more patient and lead to longer presentations. But lalo na millennials and the much younger ones, masyado na maiksi extension.
They'll be on their phones already. No?
Oh yeah. Even before that, tapos na yun.
Yes. Okay. Sige. Ang ganda nun, sir, yung huli yung presentation skills. Ano? Kasi management and leadership, and then need to be able to sell both of that through effective presentation skills.
Yes, yes.
Okay. This is Louis Banta of LJMB. Thank you for watching my video. To watch more videos like this, click subscribe and hit the bell icon below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and share it to others.